Hi, this is Affairs Government Relations Director R.J. Hauman. I'm joined by our Research Director, Matt O'Brien, and we're here at a great time, if you will. We got some breaking news. I'm sure all you are very familiar out there of what the Senate pulled this weekend by shutting down the government over amnesty for illegal aliens. They might try to tell you otherwise, that there were some other issues involved, maybe CHIP, community health centers. But we all know better, and you know better, that this was over a DACA amnesty for illegal aliens. They held 320 plus million American citizens and our military hostage for about 3 days over amnesty for illegal aliens. Before we get in to this vote that just happened today and kind of where we go forward, what this means for negotiation over immigration, I just want to touch base with you real quick, Matt. What do you think about the whole optics with this thing? What do you think the American people think as the key stakeholders in immigration policy and seeing their federal government kind of put their interests on the back burner for people that are here unlawfully?
Well, it's political theater of the absurd. And so what the Democrat Party is, the message that they're sending to the people of the United States is that illegal aliens, people who are not citizens, can't vote, and by legal definition, don't have an interest in this country, are more important than the citizens who pay taxes and vote every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, our elected officials out there, your elected officials, clearly they have their priorities totally wrong. Again, the key stakeholders in American immigration policy and in any policy making on Capitol Hill is you guys, not illegal aliens. And what do you think, Matt, about, again, the whole illegal alien lobby, the open borders groups and the dreamers out there on Capitol Hill yelling to shut down the government, no dream, no deal? What do you think that means as a sovereign nation to see people that are here unlawfully come into our country and tell us what we can and cannot do?
Well, there's a couple of things that come to mind. Number one is, why do we tolerate that kind of behavior?
Absolutely.
The second thing is, clearly these people are not that afraid of our immigration authorities if they feel it's okay to go out and protest on Capitol Hill and tell everybody that they're not leaving, they're not going anywhere. And then third of all, I think the American public is sick of this because they keep saying, why do these people get a pass on violating the laws when regular Americans get parking tickets and speeding tickets and all kinds of other infractions? They get fined if they pay their taxes late. But the Democrat Party wants to shut down the entire federal government for 800,000 people who thumb their nose at the immigration laws of the United States.
Absolutely. And again, we encourage you to make your voice heard out there right now. And if you're represented by some of these Senate Democrats, some of who chose to ignore your interests and hold you hostage, again, for the interest of illegal aliens, make your voice heard. Let them know how backwards that is and how, again, that they let down their constitutional responsibilities to fund the government. Now, going forward right now, again, Mitch McConnell seemed to have promised, in exchange for ending this shutdown, again, that they will, address or keep discussing a potential deal for DACA recipients and potentially hold a vote on an immigration bill that hopefully will address a lot of the key reforms that President Trump ran on first and foremost. Again, but that's not really much of a change than what was happening before. It's almost like the status quo. Again, on Capitol Hill, they were already planning on addressing this, so it looks like the Democrats gained nothing from the shutdown, Matt. Is that fair to say?
Well, the whole situation is bizarre. The Democrats are acting like a playground bully, and it's looking more and more like the Republicans are blinking. But like you mentioned, the Democrats haven't really gained anything, nor have the Republicans, so we're still at the same stalemate.
Absolutely.
And if they get the shutdown resolved and over with, we're just going to be revisiting this issue somewhere down the line.
Correct. And again, so what we want to remind all our listeners out there, again, you've been making your voice heard so much. We kind of stopped that adding a Clean Dream Act or a DACA amnesty in the spending bill in December. Again, we got on the other side of this actual government shutdown without putting a DACA amnesty in a spending bill to reopen the government. Democrats ended up blinking. They ended up realizing how bad this is politically. Again, the American electorate is behind most congressional Republicans and President Trump. They expressed a willingness in November 2016 to enact some policies that actually increase interior enforcement, secure the border, and make some fundamental changes to our legal immigration system. So you guys all out there have a key opportunity. This funding bill runs through February 8th. The cloture vote just happened. We expect a final passage vote, and then the House should take it up very shortly. But you're going to have a key time up until February 8th when this continuing resolution runs out to make sure that, again, policymakers on Capitol Hill know what you want in the immigration debate, the policies that mean the most to you. Again, our stance has always been, and again, it's been your stance too, as evidenced by the election of President Trump, that American people want the laws enforced. They want the border secure, and they want some fundamental changes to our legal immigration system that look out for American needs, American jobs, and American workers. So again, make your voice heard out there these next few weeks as your policymakers are coming up with this big reform bill potentially. And we're encouraging everybody, again, just text FAIR, F-A-I-R, to the number 52886. For an easy way to contact your lawmakers and tell them the priorities, your priorities, again, mandatory E-Verify, ending chain migration, eliminating the visa lottery, building the wall, stopping sanctuary cities. Those should be the priorities in any negotiations, in any immigration policy making right now, not a DACA amnesty. Matt, thanks for joining me so much today. And again, text FAIR, F-A-I-R, to 52886. Thank you.